Attention. 7 signs your winning season is coming from scarcity to abundance. Have you ever felt trapped in a cycle of frustration, where every effort to prosper seems to be in vain? Have you ever wondered if your financial purpose is aligned with what God has for your life? And if every moment of scarcity you lived was, in fact, a disguised lesson? Let's together unravel what the Bible teaches us about true prosperity. And what if the path to your blessing is not what you expect, but a detour, a change of route, a divine redirection to something much greater, to a winning season that God planned from the beginning? Know that the Lord is the gardener of your life, and He knows exactly when and where each seed should be planted for the harvest. This video will show you deep truths about your Christian finance journey and how to identify the signs from God, so you don't miss the exact moment of your turning point. The moment your faith meets your harvest, your prosperous mindset starts here. The first sign that God is moving is the pressure of scarcity, the feeling that there is not enough, that your resources are running out. It is at this point of total dependence that the Lord reveals that He is your source, your inexhaustible provision. Your greatest wealth is faith in God. In Genesis 26 we see the story of Isaac, who sowed in the year of the great famine and reaped 100-fold his obedience and trust in God even in the midst of scarcity. With a seed that generated an abundant harvest, he did not let himself be carried away by scarcity, but rather by the promise of God. Your trust in God is the key that unlocks your abundance. Your faith is the guarantee that the seeds you are planting, even in the midst of difficulty, will germinate and bear fruit. It is your attitude that determines how aligned you are with God's purpose for your financial life. The second sign is a call to solitude and reflection, an urgency to seek the Word and isolate yourself from the noise of the world. This is the time that God is setting aside to mold you, to teach you valuable lessons, and to give you direction for your divine purpose. King David, even being the youngest among his brothers, was anointed and prepared in the silence of the field, tending to the sheep. God shaped him in anonymity and trained him for his victory. What many ignore is that God's preparation is for future glory. Your blessing is being prepared. The third sign is an unexpected opportunity for generosity, an impulse to give and sow, even when your own needs seem great. God is testing your heart and calling you to a higher level of faith. Your generosity is the seed of your future harvest. The widow of Zarephath in 1 Kings 17 gave her last meal to the prophet Elijah in a time of famine. Her obedience opened the doors of heaven for a provision that did not run out. She sowed in the little and reaped in the much, and her attitude was the turning point of her story. Let's dive even deeper. The fourth sign is a growing clarity about your life's purpose, a feeling that the pieces of the puzzle are fitting together. What was once confusing now becomes clear. It is the light of God clearing your path. Do not ignore this revelation. Your divine purpose is intimately linked to your prosperity. God does not give you talents and gifts for you to bury them, but rather for you to use them for His glory. Your prosperity will come when you find and live your true purpose. The fifth sign is the loss of something that seems secure, like a job, a business, or an investment. But what if the loss you experienced is the pruning, the preparation for even greater growth? God is removing what no longer serves you to give you something better. Pruning is painful, but it is essential for the health and growth of the fruit. The Lord is the gardener, and He knows what needs to be removed so you can bear more fruit. Trust the process. Your harvest will be abundant. And here I want to invite you, if this message is touching your heart and bringing hope to your life, leave a like and subscribe to the channel to strengthen our faith community and help the message of Jesus reach more people who need hope. A sign. Your attitude makes a difference in the kingdom of God. The sixth sign is a feeling of deep peace in the midst of financial chaos. When the bills arrive but your soul is at peace. This is not irresponsibility, it is the certainty that God is in control of everything, and that He has your life in His hands. The peace that surpasses all understanding is a gift from God for those who trust in Him. Your peace is a seed that you plant in your garden, and that will generate a harvest of tranquility. Your peace is your greatest wealth. The seventh and last sign is an inexplicable strength to persevere, even when your mindset tells you to give up. An energy that moves you forward, even when the fatigue is physical and mental. This is the hand of God sustaining you. In Isaiah 42:31 we read that those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Your perseverance is what keeps you in the game. The adversities you have experienced are not the end of your story, but just the turning point. God is writing a new chapter for your life, a chapter of victory, of overcoming, of prosperity. Your testimony will impact many lives. God is preparing a turning point in your life, and He wants you to be ready to receive your blessing, and so that you may be a blessing in the lives of your loved ones, for the promises of the Lord will be fulfilled in your life at the right time. Do not underestimate the waiting time. Do not underestimate God's silence. The divine redirection that He gives is your direction. It is in the waiting time that true preparation happens, and your blessing is being molded in the darkness. The light will come at the right time, and your victory will be so great that you will not be able to count it. Trust the process, and your faith will lead you to places you never imagined. Your financial future is in God's hands. If this message spoke to your heart, do not forget to subscribe for more content. Like this so that more lives can be touched. Share this video with those you love, and may the light of God continue to illuminate your steps. May God powerfully bless your life. May your winning season begin now, for He is with you. He will never abandon you. Trust in your faith. Do not lose heart along the way. Your future is being traced by God, and your harvest will be abundant if you remain faithful. The calling you received is to prosper, but not just financially. It is to prosper in all areas of your life, in your marriage, in your family, in your health, in your prosperous mindset. True wealth is in having a life aligned with God's purpose. Your faith journey is the greatest wealth you can have. Value every moment of learning and be grateful for everything God has done in your life and for everything He will yet do. Let us explore the deepest roots of a true life purpose and how God reveals Himself in the simplest moments and even in the most difficult ones. Pay attention to the small details, the answers are in them, and do not worry about what you cannot control. God is preparing an army of prosperous people who do not depend on money to be happy, but rather who are happy because their lives are aligned with divine purpose. Money is a tool for the kingdom. It's not about how much you have, but what you do with what you have. Be faithful in a little, and God will put you over much. It is the law of sowing and reaping. What you sow, you reap, so choose to sow the right seed. Faith is the assurance of what we hope for and the proof of things we do not see. Your faith is your greatest wealth. Use it to move mountains, to create opportunities, to change your story, and to change the lives of other people as well. Your story of overcoming can be the inspiration someone needs not to give up, to have faith, to keep fighting. God will give you a story of victory so that you can testify to His power in your life and to give hope. And what if your life is not about you, but about glorifying God with every step, with every decision, with every victory, with every overcoming? Your purpose is to serve God and to live for Him. What the Bible instructs us in everything we do. When you understand that your life is not yours, but His worries and fear of the future disappear because He is in control of everything and everything works for your good and for His glory. Do not worry about tomorrow. You were not created for scarcity. You were created for abundance, but God's abundance is different from the world's abundance. His abundance is in all areas of your life, and money is just a small part of it. Your prosperous mindset is not about thinking about money all the time, but about thinking about how you can be a blessing in the lives of others, about how you can use your gifts and talents to glorify God, and your life will be transformed. Rejection, loss, scarcity are just tools that God uses to shape you, to prepare you for something greater, something that your eyes cannot see, and that your mind cannot understand. Your future is in the hands of the potter. The doors that close are not a punishment. They are a redirection, a map to a better destination, a safer path. God protects you from things you don't know about. Trust the process. Trust in God's timing. You cannot reap a harvest that you have not sown. Your life is a field. Your attitudes are the seeds and your future is the harvest. What have you been planting? What have you been sowing? This is the law of sowing. Your life is a reflection of what is inside your heart, and if your faith is weak, your life will also be. Feed your faith with the Word of God, with prayers, with gratitude, and see your life change from the inside out. Do not compare yourself to others. Your journey is unique. Your story is special. Your victory is to glorify God in your life. Do not worry about what others are doing or where they are. Focus on your journey. Fear is a prison, but faith is the key that frees you. The fear of failure stops you from trying, but faith gives you the courage to try. Even if the result is uncertain, keep trying. Your faith will be your greatest strength. You are not alone on this journey. God is with you. He is guiding you, protecting you, blessing you, and preparing you for something greater. Do not give up. Your blessing is closer than you imagine. Your life is a book, and each chapter is a new beginning. If the previous chapter was difficult, turn the page. Start a new chapter. Start a new story. Start a new journey of faith, and victory will come. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. The pain of loss, of rejection, of scarcity is something that we all go through, but suffering is a choice. The choice to stay in the pain. Choose faith, hope, gratitude. Choose life. Choose joy. Choose to be happy, even if the circumstances are difficult. Your happiness does not depend on them, but on your daily choice. Your gratitude takes you to the next level. Gratitude opens doors that money cannot open. Gratitude connects you with God in a deeper way. Be grateful for everything, even for the problems, because they teach you. Problems are opportunities in disguise. Opportunities for growth, for learning, for overcoming, for getting closer to God. Do not see problems as something bad. See them as an opportunity to be better. Your life is a testimony, and every overcoming, every victory, every miracle is a chapter of your testimony. God will give you a story of victory, so that you can testify to His power in your life and so that other people can be blessed. Your peace does not depend on your bank balance. Your peace depends on your faith, on your trust in God, and on your gratitude. The peace that surpasses all understanding is the peace that the world cannot give and that can only come from God. Your faith is a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs to be exercised. Your faith is exercised in moments of difficulty, in moments of scarcity, in moments of pain. Use these moments to strengthen your faith and get closer to God. Your faith journey is a long-distance race, not a sprint. Do not worry about getting there first. Worry about getting to the end, about persevering, about continuing to fight. Your victory is waiting for you at the end. Your purpose is not about what you do, it is about who you are. Your purpose is to be a reflection of God's love, of His goodness, of His mercy, of His grace. Your purpose is to glorify Him. May God powerfully bless your life. May your winning season begin now, for He is with you. He will never abandon you. Trust in your faith. Do not lose heart along the way. Your future is being traced by God, and your harvest will be abundant if you remain faithful. Your story is your greatest treasure, and your faith is the map to that treasure. Do not forget where you came from, but do not forget where you are going. Your faith journey is your greatest wealth, and your victory will lead you to places you never imagined.